Hello guys. Hello guys. Good evening. I miss you guys a lot. Yes. It's been a while now, and I'm sure that we are all trying our best to adhere to all the measures being given to us. Washing your hands often and actually taking your bath when you go out there. You need to take your bath when you get to your home before you enter the house so that you don't infect others. You need to wash your hands often and you need to have your nose masks on. I have my nose mask here, okay? I have my nose mask here with me. And talking about nose masks, I want to talk about this mask. I have my nose mask in this PVC packaging rubber because I want you guys to get some. The packaging, this packaging PVC, you need to get some so that at least when you go out, like now I'm having a show and probably I would want to remove my nose mask, or I would want to put my nose mask aside, I don't know, and then you have to do that. Then you can put it back in the PVC packaging like this. It has a seal. You can get this in town, okay? It has a seal, so whenever you have this kind of packaging in your bag and then you want to remove your nose mask and probably drink water and do other activities that you need to remove your nose mask, you can just put it back in the rubber like this. You put it such direction that you can easily pull the thread out so that you don't touch your nose mask. So it's always in a rubber like this in your bag. You don't just remove your nose mask and then you drop it in your bag, or you remove your nose mask and then you drop it in your car, or maybe you just remove your nose mask and drop it on your couch or sit at home. You can easily put it in the rubber like this. You can see the rubber. So that's my nose mask inside. So anytime I want to use it, I can just pull it out by touching the thread, so it's coming off like this, and then I can easily wear my nose mask. Okay, so I really miss you guys, and welcome once again to the show. If this is your first time, this is Amani Live show and it's a live show. We need you to contribute to the show. So as you are watching, I need you guys to also comment, share your suggestions and your comments below. Let us hear from you what you guys have been up to, and all that. I need to know. Okay, so at this moment, today we want to talk about business survivor amidst pandemic. What is going on? I know that this has really affected a lot of businesses. It has even affected our show, yes, because for some time now you guys don't see me. Yes, so it has affected a lot of businesses. It has affected the fashion company. A lot of big brands needs to cut down their financial forecast because of the corona. They need to close their shops, and they need to actually adjust to necessary changes ASAP, because life didn't give all of us a chance to prepare for this. We didn't prepare. We're just there, and then we heard about this virus in China, and suddenly the thing is everywhere, and everyone needs to just take a break and then sit at home. Some people have to sit at home, and some people have to go to work, but still it's slow, you see. So life didn't give us a chance to plan for all this. The thing just happened, and as it just happened, are we going to sit there and just watch things to go, or are we going to change? Are we going to change? Are we going to make necessary changes, or are we going to switch to something else? Let's say you are into fashion, because personally I'm into fashion, and during the lockdown we don't have anywhere to go. I can't go to work, I can't go to town and all that. I switched to selling fried fish. Thanks to all those who bought my fried fish. Okay, so I switched to selling fried fish because it was an essential need. People needed fish to cook, they needed fish to eat bread with, they needed fish to eat. You can eat fish, like just fish and water, and drink water, and then you are okay. So from fashion I switched to food, and I've seen a lot of people switching to food as well. I'm not the only one. I switched to fish. I was making Tom Brown for people, and yes, people were buying. So what happens to the other people? What happens to other startup companies? What happens to small businesses? And from now on, if you want to start a business, maybe someone had already written their business plan that they want to go into fashion, they want to go into something else, and then the corona happens to them. What happens? Is this thing going to stay forever, or are we going back to factory settings? And if you just join me, this is Amani Live, and I have my nose mask here, okay? I was talking about how to carry your nose mask about, okay? Putting it in a rubber before you put it in your bag, or before you store it somewhere. You always need to have it like this. So anytime you want to use it, you can use it. So if you just join us, that's what I said earlier. So that's what today's show is about. And I have a very good friend with me here in the studio. I also have another friend who will join me all the way from Lagos. He was a former CEO of Pulse Nigeria and Nollywood actor as well. If you watch Husbands of Lagos, yes, he was the only white guy featured in it, yes. And he's been in Africa for a very long time. He was a former MD of Mist in Ghana here, yes. And he is into technology. He knows a lot about startups and technology, marketing, and all that. So today I have Rich Tasley on a standby. I'll be talking to him about how businesses are going to survive during this pandemic. Whilst I talk to my other guest, who is also a stylist and a makeup artist, he's in charge of this look, okay? This look. So I'm going to talk to him about what's up with the beauty company, because as people are going to be wearing their nose masks on here and there, are they still going to be having makeup? Is there going to be a makeup business? Are people going to, because I read recently about stylists, influencers who have to go on break because of the corona. So how is this affecting his business as a fashion designer, a stylist, and a makeup artist? Okay, so I have those people, so you can also share your views with me. And I also want to inform all those who want to sponsor the show, we need money to always come live. Okay, Stardom Africa is producing this because they believe in me, they believe in the show, they want us to connect. So we want people to actually sponsor the show with money, with your own resources, so that we can move this show forward and also build a huge platform for other businesses or startups to promote themselves. So I think I have Rich on a standby. I should connect to Rich soon to tell us what he got for us. So let me, whilst I wait for Rich, let me talk to my chairman here. Don't forget that that's why I'm not having my nose mask on now. Yes, because I want you to see the look. Okay. I'm a fine girl today. So I bet you happens to be my very good friend since 2013. We met in Ghana here. Yes. So why are you laughing like that?
I know, man.
I'm looking fine.
Yeah, you are.
So Amechi is here with me today, and I learned Rich is ready. Rich is ready. So let me just. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, Rich. How are you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm fine too. So welcome to Amani Live.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay. So I know that you do a lot of things. I know you're a good cook, from good cook to a carpenter and all that. Anyway, so Rich, tell me, how is life in Lagos? Are you in Lagos at the moment?
No, I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. So how is life there concerning the pandemic? Like, are you guys at home, or are you guys, have they eased the ban or something?
Yeah, so I'm here with my wife, and we're in isolation in an Airbnb because we had just come to Atlanta to renew our visas when all of this happened. So we got stuck basically outside of Lagos, where I'm supposed to be working. But so we've been here in isolation for about 2 months in an Airbnb. I think isolation is not the lockdown is not complete and total here, and they just this week lifted some of the restrictions. So now some restaurants can open, bars can open, bowling alleys, barber shops, things like that. But everyone is still being cautious.
Yeah. Rich, when you look at the environment, because you are not in Lagos, okay, with where you are, when you look at the environment and looking at how people are being conscious since they ease some of these measures, do you think that people are going to be like that forever, or they are going to switch back to factory settings as they will live their normal life and forget about this again, like it's never happened?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure who said it, but someone said this too shall pass. And this is not the first time that there's been a
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah,
The Spanish flu pandemic in the early 1900s killed about I think it was about 50 million people, which at that time was about 10% of the population of the entire Earth. And now we don't even remember it. You know, it happened, and of course most of those people are dead now because it was a long time ago. But no, I think this will pass. There'll probably be some new normals, but eventually we'll get through this.
okay. I know that you've worked in Ghana and Lagos for years, and so you know a lot about startups in Africa and all that, and you've worked with Mist, so you know like startup companies and the struggles they already go through before this pandemic. So what do you think? Do you think that they have, some of them have to make changes? For instance, if you're in fashion, maybe you should be thinking about virtual clothing, or since things are going to be normal again, people are still going to be patronizing clothes, and events like fashion events are going to go on, and that's just an example. So do you think that startups, what should they do? Like, what are some of the things they can do at the moment and post corona as well?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, everyone is suffering, big companies and startups. But actually, I mean, during a crisis like this is the best time to start a startup,
Okay.
and it's also a really good time to pivot your business model, because as a startup, you're much, much, much more nimble than the big companies. The big companies that you're competing with, they're struggling.
Yeah.
They're laying off workers. They have massive overheads. They have huge shops, all of that, and they are struggling. But as a startup, like say you're a fashion designer, you're working out of your house. Maybe you have 2 or 3 employees. You can change your business model. You can go to delivery. You can do virtual fittings, things like that. Whereas your big fashion retailers, they can't do that.
Okay.
They're just trying to keep the lights on, trying to keep all their employees paid because they have so many employees. So actually, it's a great time to take advantage of the fact that you're up and you can change quickly.
Oh, okay. Rich, you know that a lot of people are working from home at this moment. Like when the lockdown happened, a lot of people were sent home to work from home instead of coming physical, like physical space, coming to the office to work every day. Do you think this home working is going to stay, or we, like you said, we'll maybe forget about it and live a normal life again?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a gradual transition to people working from home over the past, let's say, 15 years, and I think this will probably accelerate that transition. I mean, certainly you need people in an office. You need to have corporate culture. People still like to get together to have meetings and talk, and a lot of ways we can be more productive when we're together. But I think definitely the companies that that have employees that can work from home, there'll probably be a lot more home working than there was before. I would say, I mean, we're not gonna go completely to home working. A lot of people go back to work, but you know, the argument that people will be able to have with their employers, like, hey, I worked from home for 6 months and I got my job done. Let me work from home some. Now that everything is back to normal, I think that's going to be a good argument, and I think they'll have a lot more people working from home.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. And one more thing I want to ask is about technology, digital marketing. And you know, for instance, in Ghana here, people are not so much familiar with it because of mistrust. Like most of the time, people buy things online, and they don't understand why they should pay before you deliver the things to them. And a lot of companies, online retail shops, struggle in Ghana. For instance, Jumia is currently struggling. Jumia is currently struggling in Ghana as well. So, do you think that traditional marketing is going to wipe off, or it will still be in the system? Because when the pandemic happened, people were more into online business. People were buying food online. I was selling fried fish, and a lot of people were buying online. But because they can't go to the markets and they are scared of crowd and all that. Do you think that in Africa or Ghana, for instance, we will go back to traditional marketing, or is just going to limit or increase, or what do you think?
I mean, I think, you know, right now, if they have a lot of businesses that are thriving, even though they're not operating out of a physical space, people are working out of their homes. You know, they've closed their shops, but their business has to keep going. And I think when people realize, okay, I can run this business without a shop, and I don't have to have that overhead of having the location, it's more efficient, and they make more money. They just don't have the overhead of having the physical location. So I think, people are going to realize later on, once they can open the shop again, like, hey, do I really need this big shop? Do I really, need this physical location where I'm paying rent and I'm paying electricity and all of that? When, during COVID-19, I ran the business completely out of my house, and it was fine. My costs were lower. I was more efficient. So I think it might change the way that people look at actually having physical locations for their business.
Oh, okay. I won't take much of your time. I want to say thank you for coming on my show, and thank you for always supporting anything that I do. I quite remember, yes. Do you have any message for African startups? I know there are a lot of Ghanaian businesses and Nigeria businesses, like owners watching the show on Facebook. What message do you have for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest takeaway right now is, if you're a startup, the people that you're competing with who are bigger than you, they're struggling more than you are. So, now is the time to take advantage of the fact that the big incumbents, who are out there dominating the space, they're struggling more than you are. So take advantage of that. You've got lots of people that have lost their jobs, which means there's tons of talent out there. You can get better talent. You can get it for lower cost. So keep that in mind too.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you more or hear from you more on the show. Maybe next time you come and share your cooking tips with us. Okay.
Yeah, sure. We've been doing lots of cooking at home.
Yeah. All right. Sure. So thank you very much.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, guys, I had Rich earlier on, all the way from Georgia, and he said that they are currently in isolation, and then he believes that people forget about this, probably because this is not the first time that these things have happened. Things have happened worse than this, and people went back to factory settings. So we don't know. Maybe, just maybe, things will change. Maybe we'll just it's just a matter of time, and after all this, we would all go back to our factory. But don't forget to be washing your hands. Don't go back to that kind. So okay, I still have Mechi here. I told you guys that he created this look, and if you just joined me, this is my nose mask. Okay, I have my nose mask here, and I'm encouraging everyone to get those PVC plastic which has a seal. So anytime that you think you don't have to use your nose mask, or anytime that you think you have to remove your nose mask and do something, maybe you want to call someone or you want to eat, don't create a nose mask with a zip and open it here and eat. Anytime you want to eat, you can put your nose mask right here in the rubber, okay, and then you put it in your bag or your car or anywhere. Don't remove your nose mask and just dump it in your car, in your couch, in your bag. No, always keep your nose mask in a transparent rubber like this, so that you can always pull it out like this and wait. So back to my darling. Why are you laughing like that?
Yeah, I'm laughing
Are you
because
feeling me?
I've been,
You are feeling me. Look at me. You are feeling me.
but I've been seeing you now. It's not the first time.
So guys, I have my chairman here. What's up with you? I know you are into makeup, you are into styling, you're a whole package together. And then I also know that you've been working behind the scene for some time now with a lot of people. Okay, so like, what's up? What's going on? Tell me. I'm not coming to do question and answer.
Okay, ever since this whole thing started,
Yeah.
everywhere is locked down.
Okay.
Especially our business. We that do makeup, we do fashion, we do styling. Nobody is coming again. Because you see, after sewing the clothes, it's there. You call them that the clothes is ready. Why am I wearing it to? And this whole thing is really tying everybody down. So the thing there is, even the makeup artists, they won't wear makeup. Where are they wearing it to?
Okay.
So the whole place is totally down. Nothing is moving.
Mechi, my people are saying that they can't hear you on my wall. So
Okay.
if you can speak a bit louder so that they can hear you. Okay. So if you just join us, this is Amani Live. I spoke to Rich earlier on. You can always go back and play the video. He has a message for you guys in Africa who are into startup. And I have Amechi with me here. He created a look. I'll say it many times. So you can go on his page. Don't mind Corona. We still dress up and show up. You can go on his page and check what he got there. Okay, he can make clothes for you. Though Corona is going on, we can still dress up. Okay, so you can go on his page. Match FBH. So I was asking him about how the corona is affecting the beauty industry, because of course people are wearing masks, so they will probably not worry about looking all saucy and beautiful and all that to go out there. Yeah, so you can go on and tell me what's going on.
Okay, as I was saying,
Yeah.
this period is so tight. It's locked down. Nobody wants to do makeup. Nobody wants to make clothes because people are scared. When you make a lot of clothes, you pack it there and call the person that the clothes is ready. They will ask you, where am I wearing it to? So the makeup expert they can't even wear makeup because everybody is confused. They are scared. This is something that just happened all of a sudden. So that is why even me myself, my makeup work, the fashion, the styling, nothing is going on again. Everywhere is down. So where it takes by the God's grace for us to set up again, because as we are talking to you now, people that wants to give you work, they are scared. The fashion experts, the social gathering, going to church and all that, nobody is going out anywhere. So you see, the whole industry is so down. It's locked down. Everywhere it's so down, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. I also want to know, do you think that this thing is going to stay forever?
No. It's not going to stay.
No, not the flu, not the sickness or whatever, the illness. But I mean, do you think that people are going to continue. You know, now people are just patronizing essential things like nose masks and other PPEs as well. Do you think that people are going to, because as I was talking to Rich, he said that it's possible people will go to their normal again. Do you think that people are going to normal, like they will go back to normal?
Oh yes, people will go back to normal because, like I said earlier, the fashion aspect is something we have to wear. It's everyday thing. But because of this coronavirus, people are no longer going out again and doing so many stuffs. And the fake marks of a thing, it will go. It's just a matter of time because it's something that just happened all of a sudden, and the solution is for us to be using this, washing our hands, and being careful not to touch your face and all that. So within a space of time, it will go out and people will start living their normal life again.
Okay, so for now, as a fashion designer, I know nose mask is what is trending. What are you doing at this moment, this period? Like, because one month have already passed, I quite remember.
Exactly.
So what are you doing now as a fashion designer? Apart from the nose masks, I know everyone is making those masks. But what are you still getting people to
Yes.
order for clothes and
I
all
still have
that?
people that order, like people are still working, but
Okay.
not like before, The market is somehow slow because people are still going out, and definitely you wear clothes to go out.
Yeah.
People work in the bank, though they are working at home. People work in the hospital. Sometimes they wear their mufti. Once they get to the hospital, they wear their uniform. So they still have to change clothes. But since we don't have the means of going to church, ceremonies and all that, in social gathering, so it's like the business is somehow slow. It's no longer like before. But as for fashion, people are still wearing clothes, but the market is slow.
Oh, okay. So at this moment, you are still working, just that it's not like
Yes,
it's
yes.
not like before.
I can say like 30%.
Do you think that people are going to, because one thing about fashion history is that events changes the way people dress. Okay. Before, women were not, even UK, women were not allowed to wear trousers and all that. But because of the World War, and then men were at war, and then women need to be busy at home working in the factories and all that, they started wearing trousers. Okay. So when event happens, it changes the way people dress. It changes the way, like, it changes appearance. That's one thing about appearance psychology. It changes the way people dress and all that. Do you think that after this break, when Corona is all over and we don't hear about it anymore, people are going to change the way they dress as a designer? Because I know you are not a tailor. There's a difference between a tailor and a designer.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. So as a designer, do you think that people are going to change the way they dress, or they are going to be normal again? Because as at now, before the Corona event, what was trending was old school, like loose clothes and all that.
Exactly, yeah.
That was the trends for 2020. When you look at most of the fashion shows, that was the trend, like men wearing loose trousers and pants and all that. Okay. But now that this Corona happened, they already had spring summer fashion shows. That was last year for this year, and color trends and all that. Now that this thing has happened, they have to quickly switch
over to
yes,
it,
and make changes. Now, do you think that after this whole thing, if this thing should end by June, we are not dying by June, please. If this thing should end by June and we are still alive, because we are going to be alive from next year going, do you think that it's going to change the way people do? Are people going to cover up more times, or they will just move on with their lives?
See, once this thing is over, people are still gonna be scared. That is normal.
Yeah.
Because once they said it's over, you're not sure, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So definitely I need to do some certain things to prevent it. So if this whole thing is over and I start revealing my body, in the other way around, I have to think that one time, couple of months, something like this is happening. So once it's over, I have to still maintain like trying to cover up, trying to wash my hand and all that, because you don't know the kind of person carrying this virus, like unlike when the previous diseases they were coming, despite it's over, people were still being careful in terms of the things you use, how you communicate with people, how you use stuffs. Unlike when I was coming to do your makeup, you may mention that, please, I need a new blade.
Yeah.
Because you're still afraid I might come with something that you are scared of, So once this thing is over, I'm still going to be scared. You will still be scared because you need to cover yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just read this. Okay, so James is online. He says business modeling. Alexandra Kweku Edulate says, Amani, I'm here. Nice one. Thank you, Alexandra. Finally. Cuckoo baby. He says, Ish, you make flesh. Oh. Yes, so that's why my nose mask, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to wear it though, yes. But I want to show you the fleshiness. Sally said, go girl. Thank you very much. Okay, Alexandra said, okay, I see you. Guys, I want to know your views, okay? If you are still watching us live, this is Amani Live, and we are streaming live from Stardom Africa. We need you guys to sponsor this show. Alexandra, bring us money, please. We need money so that we can always stream this live, because this is an opportunity, a platform for all startups to promote their business. And also, if you have something that you want to share on the show, feel free to inbox me or go to Stardom Africa on Facebook and send them a message that you want to be on Amani Live, and then you have a product or something you want to promote and all that. They believe in startups and entrepreneur and other things, and they have other shows that they do on their show, so you can also go on Stardom Africa page and then be updated of more of their shows, and then more of the things that they have coming up, okay? So that we can all do this together. Let's try as much as we can to promote this, okay? And then come and buy us data as well, okay? If you work with MTN, Vodafone and the rest, try as much as you can to talk to them about this live show, okay? So I still have Amechi with me here, and if you just join me, I'm very particular about nose masks. I make a lot of noise about it. So I was still talking about how to carry your nose mask about. If you feel you need to remove it to eat, or maybe you are suffocating, because some of us we are killing ourselves with our own breath. So if you feel that you are almost dying and you need to take a break, maybe you're at a place that you are safe enough to take it off, don't drop it in your pocket, don't drop it in your bag, don't drop it on a mini couch, sofa, whatever. Put it in a plastic. Always carry this plastic with you. It's a PVC rubber. It's like 100 in the pack. It's 10 Ghana cedis. Wherever they sell rubber, like PVC, rubber bag, black rubber and those things, you can always get it there, okay? Or if you like, use Olonka rubber or the Banku one, the one they use for Banku. And put your nose mask, because some of you, I know you look for Banku rubber, new one, and put your nose mask inside anytime that you feel like removing your nose mask or something. So you put it this way so that you can easily pull it up anytime you have to pull it up. Let's try as much as we can to adhere to all these instructions, okay? And let me also use this opportunity to say shout out to Kobe Blay. He's a health worker. He's my personal psychiatrist. Yes, he understands what I mean. So Kobe Blay has been working a lot and he has been very busy. I'm hoping that next week I will have him on the show to talk to us about what is going on at the isolation center. Yes, and I want to say God bless you so much, Kobe Blay. He's been updating us on Facebook and all health workers as well on my timeline everywhere. We say thank you to you guys, okay? Work hard for us. We will give you the alawa. So back to Amechi baby.
So funny.
So financially, how is this affecting you?
It's really, really affecting me. You know that.
Sika Sanwó.
Sir. It's really affecting, yeah.
Okay, so Amechi, what do you think about insurance? Because I was also thinking about insurance. I feel that as businesses, we need to have insurance, okay, so that in times like this, although no insurance company is sponsoring my show, so I won't advertise any insurance company. So, like, you need to have insurance so that in case things like this happen, we can always get back. Because if this thing should end, like personally, I don't have insurance. So if this thing should end today, that means I don't know, life continues or something, or maybe if I'm able to get some of the government's free money that they are sharing to small businesses, then probably I can continue from there. If not, then I may have to find ways to continue my business. So what do you think about insurance?
You know, I think it's good, but one thing we should understand, especially with the upcomers, we should learn how to save.
Okay.
So when you learn how to save and you plan yourself, there are some certain things that will happen and it will not really affect you that much. Unlike a week before the lockdown, I've already planned myself, you know, because
Yeah.
I know once, like I was on set when the whole thing happened, everybody
Yeah.
were scared. So me,
I was home.
I was like, how am I going to do this? You know, when you're coming to give costume to an artist, the artist will say, have you sanitized your hands? I
Yeah.
say, we're here together. So one thing about me is that I've always loved to save. So
Okay.
when you save, plan yourself, know the kind of things you do, know the kind of work you do, know that this is not something that comes out every day. And the insurance you're talking about is very, very important.
Okay.
But most youth, upcomers youth these days, they don't really have that money, you know, and they don't have that mindset to start from somewhere.
It's
you know.
not easy.
It's not easy at all, but you have to start from saving. Because when you save, that little you save and you know how to manage yourself, carry yourself the way you are. And when things like this happen, okay, it's just like 3 weeks we were locked down. Now, imagine when we are locked down for like 1 month. How do people survive? So, imagine when we are locked down for like 1 month. How do people survive? So that's why the insurance you're saying is very, very good. But as a youth and upcomer, we need to save. We need to plan ourselves. We need to know the kind of things we do. Know that this is something you're starting and you have a vision to go far. So, you know, as I'm trying to, like the long that I was very, very down, but due to I've already planned myself, I know that, yeah, this is the kind of business I do. It's not something that comes out every day, like you making clothes. Unlike me, I was working from home before, because I don't really have people, you know. When you post the work on your social media platform, they will like you to come, you know. They don't really trust you that I don't know you and all that, but because they know the kind of work you do, and you're this kind of person that do a very nice work, and people always like to give you work. And once the work is coming, the next thing that should come in your mind is how to save, how to plan yourself, know where you're going. And the insurance you're talking about is very, very nice. So I think we have to start from there too.
Guys, so still, if you just join us, I have Amechi here with me in the studio. We are streaming live from Stardom Africa. And then if you want to sponsor this show, you can go to Stardom Africa, send us a message or send me a message. We need money, okay? So that we don't start nicely and end somewhere, okay? Let's try and support Ghanaian ideas, okay? Okay, so Alex says some of the material used in the mask, you can't breathe, although they are very beautifully made and stylish. Yes, still on the nose masks. I have another one here with me. This one is a gift. I didn't make it myself. I'm so lazy to make this mask. So this one is a gift from a friend, and it's made of grey bafts. You guys remember I was talking about grey bafts and calico, and this is actually approved by FDA. FDA advised that you should use calico or grey bafts. But in any event, which means that in any situation where you use African print, you should make sure that the inner layer is plain. And some of the plain fabrics, I beg you, it's made of chemicals. They are dyed. So please stop inhaling chemicals into your system. If not, after Corona, we may have another issue to deal with. So this is grey bafts. What people were asking me what it looks like. This is, I don't want to touch the inside because I still use it. I have a lot of nose mats, like 2. So this is 1, and this is 2. So this is made of grey bafts, okay? This homemade nose masks. And like Alex was saying earlier, people are using different kind of fabrics. Why I'm so much against printed fabric is because most of these printed fabrics haven't been tested, and they are imported, and we have Kufor 10Q, which is about 3 cedis a yard, and it's not 100% cotton. It is actually not 100% cotton. It is more like rubber. It has spandex inside. Those who are into fabric understand when I say spandex, it's stretchy and has synthetic fiber in it, okay? That is why it is not advisable to use printed fabrics. But then FDA says in a situation or in an event where you use printed fabrics, try as much as you can to line it. Someone says this thing looks like bra. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm like, so okay, so you see, you line it with grey bafts, and then you line it with calico, and it has to be 3 layers. And please, when you buy it or it's delivered to you, don't put it immediately. Don't put it on immediately. Try as much as you can to wash it and iron it neatly before you wear it. And maybe if you bought a pack, because I know some of you bought a home, don't soak it. Don't soak it, and don't share your nose mask with people. Just because, no matter how you are in love with someone, don't share your nose mask with your husband, your boyfriend, or your children. No, please get nose mask for everyone around you or everyone who is dependent on you. And if you have more than one and you wash them, don't just go and pack them. Like I said, you can always get this kind of rubber or banku rubber, the one we put banku inside, or we tie sugar. They tie sugar, like if you are those of us who buy sugar 1 margarine, that's one. You can always put your nose mask inside like this direction, and then always bring it out like this and wear it. So let's try as much as we can to do the right thing for now. After Corona, you can even do gathers around it. You can have nose mask smoking corn. Myself, I'm planning a serious nose mask that I'll wear after Corona. And yesterday I saw Nashoko wearing one. It's very nice, very stylish on 3 Music Awards. It's very nice. And I even saw that inside was lined with a plain fabric, okay? So no matter how stylish you want to be, try as much as you can to line the inside very well so that we don't send another illness as well to people. So that's on the nose mask. Okay, I'm going to hold it like this. And then my bag, yes, let me market my bag too. This bag, I would say, is PPE. PPE equipment. Why am I saying it's PPE equipment? Is because this bag is made of PVC. It's actually a wooden fabric, and it's made of PVC. You can see the PVC at the surface of the bag. So it doesn't, I can pour water on it and it will not get wet, okay? So if I'm recommending this bag, not just because I made it, but then I also recommend it because at this time, when I made it, I didn't think about Corona. I thought about washing bag. I don't like washing bags anyway. So if you have a bag like this, and you are in town, okay, people will touch you, people will touch your bag, you touch your bag, you put your hand inside, you hold it and all that. You can easily sanitize the bag. You can easily sanitize the bag, this bag that I'm holding. You can sanitize it. You can pour water on it. Outside, you can just pour water on it and use soap and whatever water to wash it under running water. Okay? And then at the end of the day, you don't need to even dry it again because it's made of PVC. It has PVC, which you can feel it.
Yeah.
So after he's filling it or after he touch it, I can easily go back and sanitize my bag. I can sanitize my bag and or Stardom Africa have a washroom, so they have running water too. So I can easily wash this bag under running water. So I wanted to show you the bag too. And the nose masks is very important. So let's try as much as, I think I have some messages here. Abawood, thank you so much, darling. She's the CEO of Miss D. Miss D said, come and buy dresses, and she's giving away free nose masks as well. Looking good and doing the damn thing. Thank you so much. Fifi's nickname is PA. He says, what I like with Vera is that she's natural and speak as a seven, not an acquired camera account. Great show and good info. Thank you, guys. And don't forget that it's Stardom Africa who is really making this reality. There are a lot of people behind the scene. Brofuni DM, the best from Mamusa. Fifi also said, well done, you are natural, no long thing. My brother from another mother, all the way from Uganda, Rezani, I hope that I mentioned your name well today. Because of makeup, I'm speaking English very well. So, thank you to Laurentia, okay. Elikem Ziga, good job, thank you. Nee Johnson, looking sweet over there. Thank you very much. So thank you to all those watching the show. Do you have something else to tell us at this moment?
Yeah, I have something to say because I know a lot of youth out there are going through a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
So what I would tell them is that they should keep on pushing it because everything happens for a reason. So they shouldn't back off, The makeup artists, I know the work is no longer coming.
Yeah.
But try to keep doing something at home. Show them that, yes, you can still do that work. Even the fashion, you should keep on designing, Try to do your best now because you're no longer working like the way you do before. You should be more creative. You should bring out new styles that will draw people's attention.
Yeah.
Like I always go by, my pastor always said that always be the center of attraction. Just trying to be creative. This is the time for you to sit up and tell them this is what I can do. Because all this while this whole thing has not started, you've been so busy, working. You don't really have time to create some kind of work. But now that everywhere is slow, don't give up. I know a lot of challenges are coming, but this is the time for you to sit up, be creative, try to be different, know the kind of details you give to a clothes, and with time, this whole thing will be over. That's what I have to say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. And let me greet some of my family members. Meritus, we miss you on the show. Eric says he greets you with Festus. Davis the Dakwa. Davis the Dakwa. Eric says I should say it again. So if you are Lolonyo, I think that's the name, yes. I wanted to speak away, but because of my haters, I will not say it. So if you are watching, we miss you on the show and we hope that you resume to your office very soon as well. So if you just join me, Kofi Osei, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate this a lot. You guys have been very, very supportive online. One thing about social media, Facebook, that's why I can't leave Facebook for any other social media platform. You guys are You guys are always supportive, Maka. And Dennis, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support that you guys always backing me, everything I do. Selling the fish, you were sharing it, and this one too, you are sharing it. Chelsea Monique, thank you very much. She says, go girl. Dennis says, great. So if you are watching and you're a startup company, we are still talking about COVID. Today is the only day that I was able to pronounce COVID. I normally say Corona because honestly, pronouncing COVID, I don't know, it's really difficult for me. So this edition is COVID, yes, special. And we are talking about business survival, how businesses are surviving. Personally, I have to switch to selling of fried fish, yes, during the lockdown session. I'll go back to shoes very soon, but I don't want to find myself roaming around town. So talking about roaming around town, if you know that you don't have anything really important to do, you're not part of those going to work with the Jobless Association, or maybe you can work from home, please try as much as you can to stay home and work from home instead of going to town to be roaming unnecessarily and all that and attending parties. I know some people are attending small
Yes,
get together low key. Please, let's try as much as we can to stay home, okay, and wash our hands off. I know some people are, those of you who were bathing 4 times, I hope that because of the nose masks you didn't switch. Nose mask is not this the equivalent to bathing and all that. And please, just because you have homemade nose mask does not mean you can be roaming about in town. This nose mask, we are just managing it. It's not like 100% safe for us, okay? It's not 100% safe. So just because you have homemade nose mask does not mean that you are free from the illness. I just wanted to show you guys my beauty today, but honestly after the show I'm putting them I'm putting it on. I can only put one on, so I'm putting it on after the show, okay? So it's not, don't just think that, oh, I have nose masks, I have 10 nose masks, I have 20 nose masks, so I can just go out anyhow, I can roam about, I can touch my face. And I realized people were adding sanitizer to the nose mask, like they rub it, and maybe they are not on social media, but those of you who are on social media who are actually doing that, it's very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Yes, and you shouldn't do that. And I shared a video recently of a woman who put she rubbed the sanitizer in a plate, and then she tried to light the sanitizer. It tends to fire. Actually, there is, I don't know, petroleum or
Yes, there's
some,
alcohol in it.
yes, in that. And after that, she tried to clean the plate with tissue paper, and you can still see the fire. Like, yes, so let's try as much as we can. If you have sanitizer in your hand, stay away from gas, okay? Those of us, gas and all that, so that this thing does not bring other serious problems. I need you guys alive. We are not dying by June. Those saying those things should stop, okay? But if you think you are dying by June, send me Momo so that you can die by June. So those saying that should stop, okay? So don't put sanitizer around you, your hand or your face or your body, because I know people are applying it anyhow they want, and then go near fire. And I also want to remind you guys that our jollof will also come on, the Dawa jollof, I don't forget. So that's just by today. And then as a fashion designer, yes, a renowned fashion designer, because I'm almost done with school. In my mind, I'm almost done with school. Yes, so now I can talk. So as a fashion designer, I want to tell all fashion designers out there that, especially in Ghana, that let's try as much as you want profit, okay? Let's try our best to educate people on these things, on how to use PPE and all that. Don't just create anything because you want to make profit. Let's make it our aim. Not all of us can go and be giving money to governments and all that, but you can also use your voice, you can use your energy, you can use your time, you can use your wall to talk to people about these things, about nose masks. If they buy the nose mask from you, try as much as you can to help them, encourage them on how to go about these things, so that the Thanksgiving service here, we are definitely going to design the avant-garde nose mask and wear it out there. But for now, let's try as much. This grey bath is 6 cedis a yard. It's almost like the price of some of the fabrics
Fabrics. Yeah.
they are selling. It's just 6 cedis a yard now. And I'm sure that because of nose mask, they will increase the price. They won't spare the students. So you can buy it. 12 years is like 70 cedis or 60 Ghana cedis. And produce the nose mask. It doesn't change anything. I know customers will be like, oh, I want printed
One.
but try to educate them. And even if you are using printed fabrics, because FDA said in any case, if you use printed fabrics, try as much as you can to buy the gray bafts and put it inside, okay, and put it well. And for me, I think that you guys should use but it's expensive, the other what do you call it, interfacing, the stiff.
Yeah.
You know, they have the one for suit material.
suit,
It's
yeah.
very soft. I like the one that is
But
soft.
I don't think that one is very important too.
No, but it serves as a filter in the nose mask.
Okay.
That's what FDA advised that we should do. So I feel that, but it's expensive. So
It's expensive.
yes, so they can still stick to the normal stiff that they use,
Stiff,
but don't use the hard one. Stiff, we have the very
Very
hard
that
one.
they use for color.
Oh, that one, please. People can't breathe. People have sent me messages. They said that when they use them nose mask, they can't breathe. So this one is already hard. It's cotton. It's already hard. So when you use it, don't use the hard stiff. No, use the medium or the soft one to
I think
filter
the soft
it.
one is okay.
Yes, to filter it. And then those of us using the homemade, when you use it, don't use it too much. At least be switching. Because when you use one for a very long time and you wash, the stiff actually
Yes.
it's
To
dissolve.
get weak.
Yes, it will get weak and dissolve inside. Okay. So you guys, as I was saying, let's try as much as we can to do the right thing. I'm trying to find ways that we can sew our own gown, because me, the next time I want to come out, I want to wear gown and casa. I don't want people to touch me. I'm still reading comments from the show. Unless I have touched on your concern. Oh, baby brew. You're an away girl, eh? I miss coming to your house. Oh God, you are so supportive. What thing about BB? I know you guys, maybe the computer children will not know BB Brew. But BB Brew is a singer and a legend, like proper legend. BB Brew is a proper legend. He's on my show right now. She's on my show right now. She's on my show right now, and I'm so excited because when I still make shoes anyway. BB Brew sent me a message one day and said, "Oh girl, I love your shoes and I need some shoes." And I went to her house. She advised me. One advice she gave me is that I quite remember the advice. She said that you shouldn't. There are more important things in life than getting up and getting upset over a man. I don't know why she said that. I don't know if she knew that I was in the relationship. I was going through broken heart. But that's what she told me. She said that I'm young and we shouldn't wake up and get upset because of men. Like, there are more important things in life. Yes.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't let broken hearts and things destroy your life. I quite remember that advice a lot, and I used to write it on my Facebook wall a lot, and I'm so much grateful. This means a lot to me. She says, "Hello, bravo, haven't forgotten you." Oh, me, I should be shy because I told you I was coming back that weekend, I remember, and I didn't show up again. So I'm shy, and I'm really sorry for not coming back to your house. Yes. So bravo, haven't forgotten you. A time spent at my place showing me your designs about 6 years ago. Yes, and she orders shoe from me. I quite remember she even paid more than. So those of you influencers that when you buy things from us, you cheat us. No. BB Brew, she paid me more than that. Still wearing the custom made shoes you made. Oh my God, I need to show up. It's been 6 years. I'm a bad child. God bless Gross. Okay, bisous. This is French, okay? So bisous, yeah, I can read French very well. Hope bye. Okay, see you soon. So see you soon, Bibi Bro. I'm very excited. I think I've already made it in life. To have a legend on my show. I'm teary. I'm so dramatic. I want to cry. I want to cry already. Okay, so thank you so much, Bibi Bro. I really appreciate this so much. And I'm going to, because you've said this, I'm going to do it and do it well and package well and do it well. Okay, because you are one of the people that I really adore so much. Just that sometimes I switch to factory settings and I didn't show up. God is blessing us. The devils will be pushing us. So sleep. We'll be chasing the good things. Anyway, so I'm really thankful. And Eric says, talk about me some. Oh, Eric Ni. Today the show we will end it so. Eric Ni Ofori Aite. Me, I'm in a hurry. My team is in a hurry. We are all in a hurry to go home. So that now Corona time we don't like staying out for long, okay? Kojo Odro Bwachi. Aye, we are here, pa. Oh, Aye group. Oh, guys, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it so much. This year, dear, more support. And I want to encourage everyone out there. I've known people who have gone through Corona. That's the truth, yes. And I want to say hi to Esther all the way in Canada. She went through Corona. I mean, like, she was affected. And I really appreciate how Esther took her time to update us, like daily updates on her wall about how she's feeling. Yes, what she's going through in isolation. There were times that the symptoms would just disappear and come back. She'll become feverish and all that. So she never missed that update. Like, every day she keeps updating us all the way in Canada. She's in Canada on her updates, like as in her progress. So sometimes there were times that the thing will go back, the thing will come back, and she was giving us updates. And thankfully she joined her daughter. I think yesterday I read her updates. She joined her daughter and she's very fine. So knowing someone who is going through this, I know that this is real. For those saying that this is not real, I know someone who have been through it. She has been sharing her post online, and this is very, very real. So let's try as much as we can to adhere to all the instructions. Let's do our part, okay? If you can't give government money, or you can't also go and share food to people, the best you can do is to stay home when you don't have anything important to do there. Or the best you can do is this: wear your nose mask, wash your hands, social distancing and all that as much as you can at the moment. And if you're an influencer and you are given a platform to talk or something, try as much as you can to educate people well by how you also handle your own nose mask. Because they are saying we shouldn't, you wear the nose mask and you have it hanging here and there and all that, and you have to hold your hair back when you are wearing it. And then you have the same people who are telling us all this coming. You have the same people telling us this, some of them coming on TV, and they are doing the same mistakes. But I understand we all do mistakes, and one that I know, sometimes you forget. There are times you forget. Like me, there have been times that I told my mom that she doesn't have to wear nose mask and be receiving call, but I find myself doing it. So the thing there are times you forget, but when you remember, try as much as you can to do the right thing. So that's all about today's show. It's about business. Let's keep the suggestions and comments coming. We need sponsors as well. Stardom Africa and merch. Oh, I'll be so unfair to you if I don't. Merch design. The watch, everything I'm wearing is from merch. Okay, So, Mitch, your last message and shout out to, I know your friends are watching.
Okay, I want to say a very big thank you to. So what's the name of this TV? I want to say a very big thank you to this great platform for giving me opportunity.
Amani Life, please.
Amani Life and the Sound TV. What?
Stardom Africa. Please,
Stardom
if you don't
Africa.
learn this, you
Stardom
come on
Africa.
our show.
A very big thank you to you guys for giving me this opportunity to come out and say something about this incident that is happening to us. Let's just be safe. With time, everything will be over. Thank you very much once again.
So today actually, I was supposed to have Sadiq on the show to talk about the event industry, but it's very understandable that he had a big show yesterday, yes, and I'm really proud of Sadiq Abdullah, 3 Music. He tried his best. It's not easy at all. And he was supposed to join us today via Skype. But I think he's busy because the show just ended this morning. Let's say this morning, like 12 or 1 a.m. So I'm sure that Sadiq is out there very busy answering to interviews and other things and reading comments on his show. So probably next week we will try as much as we can to have him on the show to talk about the event industry and Corona, how our event organizers coping at this time. Are we moving virtually, like everything going virtual and all that? So I'm hoping to have Sadiq next week. I also want to say thank you to Rich Taxley, who joined us all the way from Georgia via Skype to talk about startups and how technology would impact us, or Corona is going to impact us, and whether traditional marketing is going to continue. So in case you missed Rich interview, you can play back the show on my wall and share with your friends to know what's up. Rich he was a former CEO of Pulse Nigeria. He's an Nollywood actor, Husbands of Lagos and other series. He was a former MD of Mest Africa. Yes, Mest actually train entrepreneurs. So he knows a lot more about these things and the way forward, okay? And then I want to say thank you to Udin. Yes, why am I saying thank you to Udin? Because during the lockdown period, we had we didn't take over session, although we had internet challenges. It was a great show, and I'm hoping that we will do more things together very soon. And very big thank you to Stardom Africa. Happy belated birthday to Eric Seyuram, my producer, but he's smiling. And all those who were asking me whether he's married, Eric, are you married? People were asking me. He said he doesn't know. He doesn't know. So maybe you guys can try your, I don't know, your luck. The girls who were asking me whether my producer is married or he's single. I can't share guys on my status again. Now maybe you're single, now me share boy service, I'm so you're single, now I worry. Anyway, so you guys can try, okay? So happy belated birthday to him. I want to say thank you to Kafui. Kafui is coming all the way from Kasua. Always behind the camera. And Festus says he doesn't eat Kobe. So we won't give him the jollof as well. So that's it for today, okay? Don't mind me. That's it for today. I still have more comments here to read to you guys. So like I said, Festus says he doesn't eat Kobe. So therefore, when we cook the Dawadawa jollof, we'll make sure that Kobe will be inside, and we are not going to give Festus, okay? So like I said, we are streaming live from Stardom Africa, and I still have more comments coming in. Yes, I had Amechi on the show. He is in charge of the sweetness today. Yes. Eche Atiso is a very good writer. I will say, if you need someone to write for you, you need to contact him. He's actually helping me to write my thesis project. So Eche says, thanks for the tips, Amber. Always welcome. Kokui Agri. The way Koku and I have been fighting on Facebook. Eh? But guys, I'll stop fully. I'll stop. Okay. So Koku says you are doing very well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate those comments coming from you. You are very supportive, very, very supportive. I do remember. Kweku Beku says, sweetheart, oh darling. Okay, so that's the comments I have so far. And thanks to all of you for joining us. It's not easy, you guys using your bundles, your data to watch this show. It's not easy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mechi. Today I'm looking too sweet, so I'm going to walk from Stardom Africa to the mall, Accra Mall, from Adina to the Accra Mall, if I find boy. Okay. So see you guys next week. See you guys from Stardom Africa. Thank you very much, and see you guys next week, same time. No smarts always.